Meet Kyler Murray, the NFL star who's faced his share of criticism. But is he truly the villain of the century? In a league with its fair share of controversial figures, Kyler might just be the next to wear the crown. But before we paint him as a villain with horns and a scary tail, let's dive into the reasons behind the widespread antagonism. Is Kyler truly the NFL's most over-hated player? Stick around, you're about to find out. The Arizona Cardinals quarterback, Kyler Murray, has faced a barrage of criticism and hate comments, ranging from discussions about his height to being labeled as weak and not leadership material. If every hate comment was worth $1, Murray would be insanely rich by now. However, he's not the first on this hate train. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Russell Wilson have all been on the receiving end of similar negativity. But if there should be an award or something for this stuff, Murray would undoubtedly bag the crown, especially considering the Cardinals' recent struggles. Standing as one of the current shortest NFL players, Murray's like the guy who needs a step stool just to grab a snack from the top shelf. Now, picture this dude next to Dan Skipper. The spotlight on Kyle Murray intensified from the moment he declared for the NFL draft. Standing at 5'10", he became an easy target for criticism, with pundits questioning whether his height would hinder his success in the league, but does height really matter? Well, Muggsy Bogues doesn't think so, having faced a similar problem. If the shortest player ever to play in the NBA says Murray's height won't keep him from reaching NFL greatness, then who are we to disagree? He's left us short of words. Yet, the critiques extend beyond his height. Former running back Lesean McCoy labeled him as trash on the I Am Athlete Tonight podcast, igniting a firestorm of controversy. Kyler is trash, overhyped and overrated, McCoy went on to say. He plays like a high school player. Now, just how embarrassing is that? And people aren't denying the truth of his stinging words. Neither is Murray showing any sign to prove the critique wrong. But as the saying goes, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So Kyler's on-field performances are vital in evaluating his true worth. Looking back at his 2022 season, the Cardinals faced nothing but dysfunction for most of the games. Their quarterback's presence has been worse than you think as Kyler Murray's performance raised eyebrows. With a 6.1 yards per attempt stat placing him last among qualified passers, based on Pro Football Reference, the narrative shifted to question his value as a quarterback. The stats don't lie. Apart from being criticized about his height, play, and even attitude, with a host of other things, the NFL media won't miss a chance to point out Murray is also being attacked for his lack of accountability. It's like it's never ending. His contract dispute only added fuel to the fire, positioning him as an overpaid player with no notable victories to his name. Fox Sports' Jason McIntyre had a lot to say too as he slammed the QB, with harsh comments that got mixed reactions all over the internet. Jason said, and I quote, "He's on a sinking ship. This is a franchise in flux and Kyle Murray has to step up and be accountable." But the media personality isn't the only one that has something to say about the young quarterback, as his teammate opened up about his contract extension. Murray's 5-year contract extension brought a bit of chaos as the QB signed a $230.5 million extension, which included a clause that required him to complete 4 hours of independent study outside of normal team activities. This led many, Murray included, to wonder what the organization thought of him and his work ethic. An anonymous teammate of his told Michael Silver, writing for the Bally Sport, "It was like they created a monster," as he spoke on the contract extension. His teammate further said the team's collapse felt predictable as Murray felt less compulsion to study his game plan or fulfill the expectations of the franchise QB position after the contract extension. However, the Cardinals have reacted with the swift action of removing the addendum after seeing the distraction and drop in productivity it caused. Is Kyler Murray ever beating these claims and critiques? The nosedive he went into in the 2022 campaign led him to the NFL's most overrated conversation, a place no player aspires to reach. This dude sits comfortably in the conversation and doesn't really seem to care. His 2022 season ended after an ACL injury following just 11 games in a down year. The Cardinals have only won just 3 games with Murray under center last year, and the QB's fallout is very noticeable. Trust me, you don't need a magnifying glass to see it has been the worst since his arrival as QB. But amidst all the criticism, the incredible moves of the NFL star cannot be ignored. Murray has consistently stunned with his amazing arm strength, speed, and leadership. His remarkable performances have earned him awards dating back to his college years when he won the Heisman Trophy as a junior at the University of Oklahoma, even though some of his old homophobic tweets surfaced on Twitter just hours after winning the award. But who wasn't awkward at 14? His immediate apology couldn't prevent critics from speculating about the kind of leader he would become. Murray has continued to make a significant impact in the NFL, being selected first overall by the Cardinals in the 2019 NFL Draft. Let's not forget when he was named NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year in his first season, setting several outstanding Cardinals franchise rookie quarterback records. He followed this up with consecutive Pro Bowl selections in his next 2 seasons, leading the Cardinals to the playoffs in 2021, marking their first appearance since 2015. Even with the criticism, Murray's impact on his team is undeniable as he has led his team to several mind-blowing comeback matches and incredible wins. This star stunned us all when he finished his rookie season with an insane record of 3,722 passing yards, 20 passing touchdowns, and 12 interceptions to go along with 544 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns on 93 carries. How can anyone forget such an outstanding performance? How about when he led his team to a 24-20 victory against the 49ers? This player finished with a flipping 230 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, and an interception to go along with 91 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Murray is that football beast. Or the moment Murray blew our minds when the Cardinals faced the amazing New York Jets and served them with a plate of defeat. Murray was way too incredible in the game as he finished with 380 passing yards, 31 rushing yards, 2 total touchdowns, and 1 interception, giving his team a 30-10 win. The Cardinals won the big game against the Seahawks in the 2020 season, and a big part of their success was thanks to Kyler Murray. With his crazy speed and arm strength, the Cardinals quarterback left fans spellbound as he completed 34 out of 48 passes for 360 yards, threw 3 touchdowns, and had 1 interception. He also ran 14 times, covering 67 yards, and scored a rushing touchdown that helped his team win 37-34 in overtime. And there's this moment he changed the fate of his team in a split second. Oh yes, you heard that right. Murray led the Cardinals to a tie in the second round against the Raiders, and eventually secured the overtime victory. After a messy first half, he erupted in the second half with astonishing moves, scoring a rushing touchdown and throwing for a second 2-point conversion to tie the game with 0-0-0 left in regulation. Incredibly, he led his team to a 29-23 win in overtime. Well, just how insane is that? Kyler Murray is worth giving another chance, despite everything that has been going on with his team. He's undeniably a talented player with exceptional skills, and nothing seems to be stopping him anytime soon. Not even an injury. This NFL star has returned from a significant ACL tear and is poised to continue leading his team, unfazed by the controversies. On November 12th, he made his 2023 season debut in Week 10 against the Atlanta Falcons, which was his first game action in exactly 11 months. When many expected him to struggle, Murray looked like his normal dynamic self. He threw for 249 yards and 1 interception along with 33 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown as the Cardinals secured a 25-23 victory. As Murray's journey continues, the question remains, can he rise above the criticism and lead his team to glory? His story is far from over, and we eagerly await the next chapter. And speaking of incredible journeys, in our previous video we explored the awe-inspiring achievements of another NFL star who continually breaks records every season. Join us as we delve into the remarkable career of Tyreek Hill. Don't miss it. See you soon.